Hello, I'm Sean Barnes, Vice President of Corporate Communications for Comporium. It is our honor to be the presenting sponsor of the York County Regional Chamber of Commerce's 2022 annual meeting. At Comporium, we appreciate the business support, the advocacy, and the programming that the Chamber provides. Programming like this member engagement event. We understand the value that our chambers bring to the communities that they serve. From supporting local businesses to encouraging economic development, the Chamber helps maintain the business health of York County. That is why we support the York County Regional Chamber of Commerce, and we continue to look to them as a valued business partner. Thank you.
Welcome everyone to the York County Regional Chamber's annual meeting. I'm Dean Fell, the President and CEO of the Regional Chamber. This event is an opportunity for us to celebrate business and community leaders who have made an impact on York County. York County Regional Chamber's annual meeting serves as a way to share with you, our members and guests, the accomplishments of 2021. We'll also look forward at the goals for this year, 2022 and beyond. And then over the course of next week, we will release a video that pertains to each of our 2022 initiatives. These initiatives include the areas of advocacy, workforce and talent development, leadership development, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Before we get into our past, present, and future, the Chamber greatly appreciates our event sponsors for their support of this event. A special thanks to presenting sponsor Comporium and to Sean Barnes for providing that wonderful welcome message that you heard just a few moments ago. Thank you to our platinum sponsors, which include Carowinds, Founders Federal Credit Union, and Atrium Health. Our gold sponsors, and we also appreciate our silver, bronze sponsors, which you can see on the screen. I also would like to let you all know that we will not be hosting the awards portion of this program today virtually. Instead, we will be hosting the awards program in person on Wednesday, March 25th, 2022 at the Ann Springs Close Greenway Cantina. And as of today, you are able to register for this event on our website. Space will be limited, so be sure to secure your spot sooner rather than later. We want to give you all an opportunity to attend this that want to. At this time, we would like to hear from one of our volunteer leaders who played a vital role within the Chamber for the past year. With her help and hard work, the Chamber was able to provide opportunities for all of our members. To do this, we will hear from our 2021 Regional Board Chairwoman, Amy Faulkenberry. Following Amy, we'll hear from our 2022 Regional Board Chairman, Wes Tuttle. And then we'll get a little insight from Sean Barnes to close out for today's virtual session.
Hello, I'm Amy Faulkenberry, and I was honored to serve as the 2021 Board Chair of the York County Regional Chamber of Commerce. I want to thank you for this amazing opportunity, and I also want to thank the board that served with me. It was a challenging year, and I appreciate everyone not only for serving on the board, but for those of you that were asked to do some extra duties as well. So thank you all very much, and I'll touch on that in just a moment. One of the first things that I'd like to highlight from 2021 was our involvement in the COVID clinic. The Chamber assisted not just the City of Rock Hill and Piedmont Medical Center, but really organizations throughout the county by leading the fundraising efforts and allowing our members an opportunity to get our community back to work and our businesses back online faster than I think they would have had we not been involved in this effort. We had more than 1,600 volunteers from throughout the county. We gave over 50,000 vaccine shots to those in our community. We raised almost $49,000, and those funds were used to help feed about 125 volunteers every day. Part of our role was to raise the money, and then the other part was to coordinate the food and the volunteers there to serve the food to those volunteers. So the volunteers were needed as we had more than 900 people come through every day for shots. And we didn't really have time for them to go elsewhere for lunch. So this was a huge endeavor and one that I'm really proud to say say made a big difference, and really want to thank our business community for stepping up when we needed it the most. So for those of you that were able to get involved, thank you, and it is something I think we'll be able to be proud of for years to come. This past year, as many of you know, we had to do a lot of events hybrid. Some were in person, some were all virtual. But even so, we were able to host over 55 programs. We had over 1,200 attendees in person at those events. We had the state of community in our 3 service areas. We hosted legislative events, ribbon cuttings. We had some morning and evening networking activities. All of this was thanks to Mark Persley, who's our programs director. Mark certainly had to think outside of the box this year. He not only had to do that, but sometimes he had to plan entire events and then replan those same events when things changed based on shutdowns and the number of people allowed and things that we could do. So I want to thank Mark not only for doing an amazing job, but really just for his patience through it all. So thank you, Mark, for that and for the many programs we were able to provide for our members. We also had a few activities that we had to put on pause in 2020 just due to the pandemic. So we were able to host Leadership York County again this year. And for those participating in that, I know you'll agree it's an amazing program. We were able to host our Chamber Grassroots event, and then we hosted our first Diversity and Inclusion Conference, and that's something that was really important to me personally, that we make sure remained a priority, and something that our own April Simpkins, who is nationally known thought leader and on this topic, and she was able to and continues to actually help us lead that. So thank you to April for her assistance. We also were able to continue our advocacy for those of you that are new to the Chamber. This is something that every year looks different, but it's always really important, I think, for us as a Chamber to use our network and our voice to advocate for businesses. We did that this year with our the COVID liability insurance that we were able to pass to help protect businesses that were operational and did have employees on site. That was a huge win for businesses in the state. And we were also able to advocate for teachers to receive their annual step increase. We do have some new staff members this year. Karen Fritz, we had joined us in January of 2021 as our new membership director. We also in November added Raelle Jackson as our new communications specialist. She has already started a new Facebook group called Yoko Connector. So if you're not a member of that group on Facebook, please join. And we want to thank her for helping to step up our social media game and other communications. It wouldn't be an annual meeting without thanking Colleen Dick. Colleen certainly had her hands full this year. She had not only a new board chair, but she was doing that after Rob retired after many years at the Chamber. Colleen stepped up. She agreed to serve as our interim president, and she did an amazing job, not only in that role, but also continuing her previous responsibilities as well. And she did that for 6 months, and Colleen really kind of kept us on track and kept things going like she always has. So we really want to thank her for her willingness to serve in that way. And in doing so, it led us to Dean Fail, our new president and CEO. We're thrilled to have Dean on board. Mike Gettings and the search committee hit a home run when bringing Dean back to the York County Chamber and back to his hometown. So we're thrilled to have Dean and his family here and look forward to the many things to come in the future with him as our leader. Throughout all of these challenges and the different transitions and activities that we were able to manage, we did so in a way that we ended the year in a strong financial position. We are poised and ready and have the resources to implement many of the new strategies that Dean and the board have brought together, some new programs and activities that we hope will benefit our members and just the overall economic health of our area, which, as we know, is the envy of many. So thank you for your support in 2021. Thank you for your continued involvement with the Chamber, and I appreciate the opportunity to serve.
Hello everybody, I'm Wes Tuttle, the board chair of the York County Regional Chamber of Commerce for 2022. First, I'd like to take this time to thank Amy Faulkenberry for her service as the board chair in 2021. Amy's passion and countless hours of dedication she gave during her time served as the board chair in 2021 is very much appreciated. Much like 2020, 2021 was a challenging year for reasons you all know, but I don't have enough film time to get into it. and Amy, along with a very supportive chamber staff, was still able to help position the chamber to provide resources, relationships, and programs that you as business owners were able to use to capitalize on our region's strengths. I realize I have some big shoes to fill, but thank you again, Amy and the chamber staff, for all you did, and I look forward to continuing to work with you all in 2022. This year, we have 2 new board members joining us for 3-year terms. David Williams, the CEO with Williams & Fudge, and Barry Duncan, the Director of Business Development with York County Natural Gas. We look forward to working with each of you this year. Our executive officers for 2022 include Sean Barnes with Comporium as the chair-elect, April Simpkins with Tuttle HR as the treasurer, Jan Martin with Domtar as the secretary, and of course Amy Faulkenberry with Global Recruiters as the past chair. Heading into 2022, as part of our annual planning retreat, the Chamber Board reviewed our 5-year strategic plan, which was announced in January of 2020. We assessed the plan to determine the activities that are still relevant today and also the items that are no longer as important for us to focus our energy on. For example, entrepreneurship was a key focus at the end of 2019, and now with the activities of the groups such as Bell Group and the opening of the Gravity Center, our focus in this area turns from development to one of partnership and support. We modified that 5-year strategic plan and incorporated them into 4 key categories that we believe are vitally important to our vastly growing business community. The first of those 4 components is expanding our advocacy efforts. We plan to attend local school board, city council, and county council meetings to track business-related issues. We plan to utilize partnerships more effectively with the South Carolina Chamber as well as the U.S. Chamber to communicate pertinent legislative information to our members. We will engage and advocate for key local, state, and federal issues affecting business and initiatives that affect the community's economic health. We will also maintain and strengthen relationships with policymakers at the local, state, and federal level. Number 2 is workforce and talent development. This category is critically important to every business, even more so today with our low unemployment rate and the alarming number of workers opting out of the labor market. We plan to create a county-wide diverse talent task force. Number 3 is the leadership development. This concept is now more important than ever with baby boomers retiring at record numbers and more young professionals moving into leadership and management roles. We plan to create robust management training programs to better prepare current and future managers. We will enhance the opportunity and value of our young professional group as a resource to develop future leaders. We will also assist with existing mentorship programs and develop additional mentorship opportunities to support our members. The 4th component, and certainly not the least, is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Last November, we hosted our first DE&I conference that focused on encouraging open conversation and providing invaluable resources for building a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive workplace. Some of our very own board members, including April Simpkins, Jerry Hopkins, and Madison Tice, were all presenters at this inaugural conference. We plan on hosting our 2nd summit on this topic in 2022. We plan to establish and provide DE&I resources and training for our members. We will provide opportunities for diversified businesses to connect and engage in the Chamber. We will also create affinity groups as an entry point into the Chamber that also interact with the full membership. With these 4 components, we've decided as a board to create champions and subcommittees for each of the 4 components in an effort for the board and the Chamber staff to really take ownership of these vitally important goals and ensure we continue to help support the changing needs of the businesses in the region. In conclusion, while our focus from early 2020 until today shifted to meet current business needs, our mission did not, and it remains. The York County Regional Chamber connects business and our diverse growing community. We help our members capitalize our region's strengths through resources, advocacy, relationships, and programs. I want to thank you for your time today and joining me, and I want to wish everybody a healthy, prosperous, and safe 2022.
Hello, I'm Sean Barnes, Chair-elect of the York County Regional Chamber of Commerce. Wes spoke about our 4 focus areas and the goals we've established in each area. Over the next week, the Chamber will release a series of videos highlighting each goal in greater detail and featuring the board member spearheading that specific effort. In my role, I'm overseeing a multi-year goal to grow our membership and revenue to ensure that we can continue to be the go-to business partner in York County. We believe our role as a convener and support organization extends to all businesses, organizations, and individuals in York County who have a business interest or need. We would love for everyone to be engaged in the Chamber and help us accomplish our goals, but we understand that not every business or organization can or will become a member. We want everyone to have the opportunity to benefit from our services and activities, and we know that every business entity will benefit from our advocacy, leadership development, and workforce development efforts. This is the work of the Chamber. We are committed to helping all businesses prosper and to improve the economic health of our communities.